Yes, sir. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, man. And y'all know why I'm here. I'm bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we get into that, y'all already know we got the lineup review going over my best lineup from the previous slate with the starting five that I posted on Twitter. We're gonna get right into it. It's a little bit different tonight, man. I'm having to record this a little early, man. So you're actually getting a live look at my single entry lineup right here. Alright. Don't know if it's gonna be my best, but right now I'm just showing you my single entries. This way I have my starting five that I posted on Twitter. And we just outside the money right here, like 399. I think it's 287 to come in the money. With Zubac left here at 1%, man, he's off to a slow start right here in the first quarter, so we'll get into it. But if you caught the updated starting five yesterday, you know I went with LaMelo Ball, Chris Duarte, for Franz Wagner, Brandon Ingram, and Ivaka Zubac. All right. See Zubac right now at 1% on, man. If he gets what I think he gets, which is approach 30 right here, we should be in the money. I had Zubac approaching 30 today, possibly a little over. If it really breaks my way, he can maybe get 40, and we maybe have a big takedown. But I think he pushes 30 right here, and if he does that, we should be in the money in this single entry. You know what I'm saying? Could be close though. It just depends on how the rest of the game go. Not a lot of people. In this game right now. Most people are done ahead of me. I think the leader has me by like 50 points. So if Zubac go for 50 somehow, we could have a big finish, but I still doubt it because that game would be going too crazy. All right. Yeah. So Lonzo Ball, 20% on, very solid. He needed overtime to get it. Got me nervous, man. His playing time, his run got cut short in the first half because of some early foul trouble, man. He really should have played a few more minutes and possibly pushed 50 for us here. Tonight's a tough night, man. It's a lot of scoring from all over the place, so it don't really matter what your strategy was tonight. If you just avoided a few of those landmines, you probably in line to cash, man. It don't. If you look at all the top scores on the night, the Tatum's, Brown, they all right there within each other. Giannis, nobody really separated from the pack, so it's a what. No matter what way you took the night, you had a possibility of being somewhat successful, just depending on if you missed the landmines, like I said, and if you had it put together right. You know what I mean? So just one of those nights. So it kind of worked out for any and everybody. Like I said, depending on what you did, but it's an okay night for us right now. Like I said, outside the money. Hopefully we finish in there and Zubac have a big one. But my shooting guard was Duarte. Knew he'd be a little chalky, but at 5,400, just the minutes he's been seeing and the shot volume. In this single entry, I didn't want to miss out on that. I knew he'd be kind of chalky. I thought he'd be a little higher than this, but the price must have went up too high for some people. He gave us 26 DK points, right at 5x, so just okay, but nothing to write home about. All right, coming down, I had Franz Wagner here going to this Orlando Miami Heat game. Figured he's in just like Chris Duarte, but up cheaper, man. He's been seeing big minutes. Just plenty of opportunities. So I knew he'll see probably 30 plus minutes in this matchup. And even though it was a tougher matchup, I felt the price was good enough for him to hit value for us today. And he did, man, getting up over 6x. Gave us right at 29 DK points. All right. And skip down to Brandon Ingram, the last member of the starting five here at 8,300. Got him at 8%. Beautiful. I felt like this Pelicans Minnesota game, they just played each other. I told you it was low scoring. I felt like it would be a little higher scoring than it was the first go round, but and not by much, just a little bit more, man. Brandon Ingram didn't quite give us a double bonus or anything like that. He got us right at 40, just and for the night. Like I said, so many people, so many scores did well that it's a score like 40 from 8,300 guy is not gonna move the needle for us. All right, finish out the rest of my lineup. I went Cam Reddish. He almost made the starting five, but I just couldn't put him in because he wasn't starting. Man, I tried my best not to put people who are not starting in the starting five. So, but I like Cam Reddish, especially when I seen DeAndre Hunter was out. I talked about him earlier in the day in the video. I thought he could see he was in line for a little increased run, and he did very solid for us. Got us 30 DK points, man. Well over 6x right here, pushing us about 7.5x right here for Cam Reddish. Very solid return there. And then finishing out, man, I went Giannis. Just $40 single entry. I didn't want to have to go against the possibility of what could have been a monster game from Giannis. At the end of the day, I knew he'd be somewhat chalky, but it was for good reason. They're playing a Pacers team. Should have been one of the faster pace games on the slate. Definitely one of the higher total games. I didn't want to be having to go against not having some Giannis, so I just locked him in as my pay-up option with my starting five. And he was solid for us, 62 DK points. But like I said, you had other guys at cheaper prices scored just as much or if not more than he did. So it made the cash and tough tonight, and your lineup had to be put together correct. Finishing out, I just went Caruso, just trying to give me one more different piece. He been playing like 28 minutes. Caruso's a scrappy guy. He does a little bit of everything. He can shoot a little bit, and if he gets hot, he'll take a couple more shots. So just hoping on like a upside from the point aspect. Is he a guy who gets rebounds, steals, blocks, assists? He's the hustle guy over there. He does a little bit of everything. He was just okay for us. Got us at 20 DK points, right at 5x for Caruso. So there you have it, man. My lineup with the starting five right now. Still playing, still in motion. Hoping Zubac can have a big one for us and bring us in the money. But let's get to tomorrow's slate and see what I got lined up for y'all, all right? At the point guard spot, I want to look at DeJounte Murray. Listen, I like this Spurs team in this game environment against the Lakers. Lakers have been struggling on defense, but the games are fast paced, high scoring, and I still think a lot of these Spurs guys are underpriced, man. But for the role they've been getting, I know it's Pop. I know it's hard to trust him. He can come out of here and do something crazy this game, but I'm gonna trust him. It's still early, so he has. I don't think he has any reason to be up there in the shenanigans. I'm gonna trust DeJounte Murray getting 30 plus minutes in this matchup right here. A guy who has legitimate triple double upside and what should be one of the better games of the night. All right. Coming in as shooting guard. I'm telling you right now, I'm going Donovan Mitchell. I guarantee you the number one way they get different tomorrow is pay up as shooting guard. Nobody's going to want to pay up to Donovan Mitchell 8,700. Instead, everybody's going to try to play around down here because they might come up to Tim Hardaway Jr., but you definitely going to get some Derek White on us. Some people might like a little never Google Evan Fournier here. But right there in that range, Jalen Green, Seth Curry, Poole, you got all these guys right here. Everybody's gonna play around right here. I'm getting different. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling it. I don't know no ownership or nothing. I'm telling you right now, Donovan Mitchell is gonna be lower owned than a lot of these guys right here, and I'm paying up for Donovan Mitchell. I like him in this spot, 8,700. It's a 5-gamer, man. You gotta point value per dollar, man, is the one of the best matrix for me, man. If a guy giving you 6-7x, I like to look for people who can get me 6x on their salary. At least it being the possibility, and there's a good chance you get it. In my opinion, I would like to look for a 6x. So I think Donovan Mitchell can push that here. He doesn't really have his ceiling type games whenever Mike Conley's in there, but I expect him to be a solid scorer and should I don't say easily, but I think he's the highest scoring shooting guard on tomorrow's slate. So that's why I want to get a Donovan Mitchell pay up to be different here. Coming in at small forward, just trying to get some value in the lineup a little bit. Go to Will Barton, man. You staying in that same game, running it back on the other side. Here's why. Will Barton's been very solid through the first couple of games so far this year. We have to end up seeing how well he do tonight, but going against the Utah Jazz, man, Gobert, we all know is a tough defender, very stout, man. He's going to be all over Jokic. Not saying that he can stop him or anything like that, but just the presence of Gobert and things of that nature, maybe it leads to a few more possessions for Barton handling the ball, who's a consistent ball handler for this team, especially with no Jamal Murray, man. I like taking a chance on Will Barton here, man. He could produce, man, maybe get a few extra assists here, and he can fill it up by scoring wise. So I definitely want to take a look at Will Barton right now. Coming in at power forward. He murdered me the other night. If you've been catching all my starting fives, you know he killed us the other night. Maybe I was a game too early on him, but I'm coming back to him in this game, and here's why. Derek Favors is already out for this OK City Thunder. All right, that's one thing in his favor. Number two, the Golden State Warriors don't really have a center and don't mind going small with Draymond Green. So that can lead to Basley maybe get some minutes at center when the Warriors go small and the Thunder go small to match up with them and run and things of that nature. That's two things going in his way. And guys, he's the third and final thing. He's getting the minutes. He has the opportunity, getting 30 plus minutes. Maybe he can pick up 3 extra minutes and see 36 with no favors down there in this Warrior team that like to go small. He's going to shoot the ball, man. He can get hot. Let us not forget now, Bailey has had slate-breaking performances. Not hoping it's in the cards tomorrow, but a guy that's going to have the opportunity in a nice game environment going against the Golden State Warriors. And it's the price tag, $5K. Guy for 30 plus minutes, going to see double-digit shot attempts. I take that, especially on a 5-gamer when it's going to be tough to get different and tough to try to find value without any crazy news. So definitely getting to Darius Bazley right here. And at my center spot, I'm going to roll the dice and pay down because obviously all the pay-up options are at the bigs tomorrow. Jokic, Embiid, Randall, if you want to go Anthony Davis, you know what I mean? Nobody really going to go LeBron. Nobody really going to go Westbrook. They may go Luka. We'll see. Luka's ownership been down a lot this year. We'll see. Everybody's not believing in him, but we'll have to see how it go. But there's a lot of pay-up options at the big. So I'm going to pay down and roll the dice and go Mitchell Robinson. It is a little risky, especially if Embiid plays. He gonna rest one. Hopefully, they rest him one of these games. But if Embiid plays, it's gonna make me a little nervous. As Mitchell Robinson is a fouler, Embiid may get him into some foul trouble. But like I said, it's a 5-gamer. We searching for value right now. We don't have any news. Like I said, we gotta see how tomorrow goes. And if it was to start right now, I'll put Mitchell Robinson out there. If he can stay out of foul trouble, he has real double upside and multiple block potential. And he can, if those things happen, he can really crush this 5,400 price tag, man. Just a little too cheap, in my opinion, for a guy's rollover there, barring any foul trouble. All right, there you have it, man. My starting five for DraftKings: DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Will Barton, Darius Bazley, and Mitchell Robinson. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking for y'all over there. All right. At the top, man, I want to go Derek White. It's just like I was telling y'all the other day, man. I like all of these Spurs, so I'm going to kind of play the sites against each other. I got DeJounte Murray on DraftKings. I'm going Derek White over here just to get me more exposure to that game. I like all those pieces over there. He's been very solid. He controls the offense as well. Solid score. Gives you a little bit of everything, man. Really a scrappy player. Been giving you solid performances all year. As you see, he's averaging 37 FanDuel points a game, right? At 6,500, that's going to be lovely if he just hit his average. That's going to be nice for you on a 5-game slate. But I think everybody should get a little bump in their projections going against this Lakers team. And I like Derek White and a lot of these Spurs over there. Coming in as shooting guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Going back to the well, he earned me to run him back. He's still too cheap over here on FanDuel, 7,100 for his role and his responsibilities and what he's capable of. We saw him drop a 50 burger last time out, and that's definitely a point per dollar guy you want to get your hands on a 5-game slate, man. If it's at 7,100, if he drop a 50 burger, you're probably gonna have him on a 5-game. And I'm staying with my boy Darius Bazley, man, 5,400. I'm just rolling the dice with him. This is an old instinct play for me. I could be wrong, but I'm going to roll him out there. If y'all can't stomach this play, it's okay to get away with it, man. It's okay to come up with your own starting five. You can pick one guy. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving y'all my feel, my plays. But it's just a gut instinct. Just to let you know, this ain't no dove in with the numbers and all that. Darius Bazley I like tomorrow, man. Just an instinctual play, all right? Coming in at power forward, Kristaps Porzingis, 7,000. Listen, him and Doncic are working on it. They gonna get it together, man. They gonna find out a way to coexist in his offense, and I think they both gonna be successful as far as real basketball and for us in the daily fantasy side. So I definitely want to take a shot at Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn. You know what he's capable of. Another case, he's just a great value price over here, 7,000 right here on FanDuel. I love this price for Kristaps Porzingis. And rounding it out, man, I'm just gonna pay up to Christian Wood. If you're not paying up for Jokic and Embiid tomorrow, Julius Randle, you definitely want to be getting to a guy that can score with those and get you in the realm of possibilities of what they can do ceiling wise. So for me, that guy is Christian Wood. Getting them at a discount is compared to those guys over here on FanDuel. I definitely want to take a shot at him in this matchup against the Mavericks. So there you have it, my starting five for FanDuel: Derek White, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Darius Bazley, Kristaps Porzingis, and Christian Wood. All right, that's gonna do it for us here tonight, man. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.